Okay, it's getting interesting. It's not interesting. The older you get, the more you notice changes. And we do see a lot of changes. And one change is what you will label as a less fortunate or a poor person. Somebody saw me today and dropped me over some gift to give to the poor that I know that needs it. Could be working poor on the street, but you got to be careful. You don't want to give it to somebody on Crystal Meth because they will just sell it, and you know that's the way it is. Those are facts. It's sad, but it's facts. Just look at the when they were the Phoenix Learning Center. People were drop over clothes, and next thing you know, you see all those clothes by the St. John River last spring. Did the video and everything. Anyway, then I started thinking about it. Changes. And I remember, I feel like Kevin Bang Bang Vickers, I remember the food court at King's Place. Every morning you will see the druggies, the poor, the bureaucrats, the snobs. Everybody was in one area. And it was amazing. I was laying down against the wall and just watching, laying back and just watching the show. And you had the uniques drunks. Like here. Let me show you for 1 second. Remember those guys? Bob. Where's Bob? No, that's John Murray. He's dead now. Committed suicide, sadly. Jump off the bridge. Gary Blundell. He was so proud he's going to retire at the age of 65. He bragged and bragged and bragged. And next thing you know, he turned 65 and died. Took a heart attack and died on his birthday. Robert Murray is still alive, and Russell is still there. Russell passed on a couple of years ago. I seen his tombstone, and Elsie Puckton. My God, is it ever beautiful! But those guys were in the Donnie Ackler. You know, those were characters, and Bert, and those were, like I said, characters. So, wait a minute. This woman wrote this. This is what she wrote. Mavis Doucette has been always fighting for the poor. The good old days, seeing Gary and Russell, Harry, all the old dinosaurs are gone. Walking around doing street outreach, interacting with so many. Remember when bed bugs were our greatest fear? Remember that? What a innocent time. We had such high hopes. Praise for those who took up the torch. And now we have Crystal Meth. George Pierce, dead. Boy, this is depressing. Eh? That's what happens when I eat too many chocolates. I'm not going to get into the details. Anyway, George Pierce. We used to go see George Pierce, myself, and you see somebody with a red jacket you never seen. I say, hey, George, come on here for a second. Who's that? What's their story? Then the cops coming here. And then you will find out the story and help them. Now, we label everybody on meth, including me. I'm sort of like, I don't know what you're going to do. So, it changed, and there's an individual that contacted me today and said, Charles, I want to help some poor person. Okay? And she gave me some gift. Remember last year? The person that sent me $100, he sent me $100 and he said, Charles, keep on doing what you're doing. Here's $50. And take the $50, give it to somebody you think that needs it. Remember, I had a hard time to figure out who you could give it to. You can't give it to a panhandler on the street. You know where it goes. So I start thinking, well, I don't know who. It's not like the good old days. You don't say that. The Meth heads, they shut down the Tim Horton, the diner section. King's Place food court, that will never open. And you don't see the same crowd as you used to. Matter of fact, a lot of them are dead, sadly. Depressing. So anyway, do you know, I'm asking, if you know someone that could use some clothes. Nice Sorel boots, size 10. Beautiful. Does anybody know who could use this? Nice, warm, and, you know, somebody legit. Nice jacket. Beautiful jacket. What size that would be? Oh, extra large. Nice jacket. Beautiful jacket. Again, you know, somebody that really needs it, not to sell it. And a backpack full of goodies. Hats, gloves. So, I mean, it's sad. It's not like it used to be. Today's Meth heads on the street, they ruin it for everybody. And I don't know how we're going to come out of this. I just don't know. The days of George Piers and the drunks on the street, those days are gone. And it's sad. So if you know somebody that's in need, let me know. Send me an email. Old Maison, O-L-D, Maison, House, M-A-I-S-O-N, at yahoo.com. No problem. And we'll meet and we'll see what happens. But it's sad. Very sad.